those who are going to watch it after this gets recorded. My name is Dr. Ganesh Koromanil, and I'm here very excited to share something unique for each one of you. Unique information about the opportunity to study and pursue global careers based out of some of the top universities in New Zealand. Before we get into the details, I would like you to subscribe and share this information with with people who you care for. And yes, I would like to welcome you to be the ambassadors, our spokespersons after watching this video. So please subscribe and share. So the question for you here is, what if someone can offer you or your child or your student admission or a place to study at one of the top universities in the world as a guaranteed offer? Let's say I'll make it even a bit more better. What if you could study in one of the top 100 universities in the world with a guaranteed admission to study your dream degree, which you hope will take you to your dream career, be it engineering, be it architecture, health, and within health, a whole range of programs, including but not limited to courses like physiotherapy, nursing, occupational therapy, and a whole other range of health-related programs, information technology, and business, law, teaching, or music. Now, if you are interested in any of these areas, any of these fields, and if you are excited about studying at one of the top universities in the world, here's an opportunity for you to get into those universities without very limited stress or no stress at all. This is an opportunity for those students who are appearing at the grade 10 exams in a 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern, like what we might have in countries like India. This is also available to students who are pursuing OLevel exams this year. If you're preparing for O-levels, whether under Cambridge system or a British system in your respective countries, for example, if you're in Kenya, you might be doing O-level exams, this year. And if you are preparing for O-level exams, and if you are preparing for class 10 board exams, then you're the right people to listen to this. And if you're the parent of any of these children, or if you are a teacher or a career counselor of these kids, please listen to this very carefully. What is on offer and who is it eligible for? So what's the first criteria? Criteria number one is, of course, you must be really, really good at studies. So what we're looking for are students who can score at least an 80% grade, 80% in your class 10 board exam. So if you are expecting to score 80% or more, you can put your hand up. You are eligible. Yes, you heard it right. If you can get 80% or more in your class 10 board exam, or if your students can score 80% or more, yes, you are eligible to apply for this opportunity. Now, once you meet that criteria, the second criteria is that you will have to take an admission test. And I underline the fact that it is the admission test. It's not an entrance exam. An admission test is a test where if every student meets the criteria, everyone gets the offer. Nobody will be left out. In an entrance exam, only selected few students will get selected. So I hope you understand the difference. So this is an admission test to get into this program. And what do you require to achieve to get selected? So the admission test is not an exam like your board exam. It's not as difficult, primarily because it's all multiple choice questions. The admission test will to choose 4 out of 5 subjects. First of all, there is mathematics, and there is physics, there is chemistry, and there is history, which is English comprehension, and then finally, you also have business studies. So you have to do 4 out of 5 admission tests, which are entirely multiple choice questions. What is even better is that if you are selected for this opportunity, we will provide you a test preparation program. That is, we will help you prepare for this test before you take the test. And we will make sure that you understand the question types. You'll also have the opportunity to do a mock exam before your real exam. So effectively, you will know how this works. And all these things are done online. So you can do this sitting at home, and no matter what part of the world you come from, no matter what school system you come from, anybody from anywhere in the world can do this test. Once you complete this test, the next criteria is that you must score 85% or more to get the best offer. When I say the best offer, you'll be surprised. Now, this is the best part of it. If you get 85% or more in your admission test, that is having scored 80% or more in your board exam, class 10 or O-levels, and then 85% or more in the multiple choice question exam in physics, chemistry, maths, and English, then all you have to do is study for just 6 months. You heard me right, not 6 months. That is half a year or 1 semester. And you will do this study at your chosen university. Now, you got 3 universities to choose from. To start with, one of the oldest universities in the world and in New Zealand, which is Victoria University of Wellington. The second top university, the second best university in terms of ranking, Auckland University of Technology, which is in the city of Auckland, and the top university in New Zealand and one of the top 100 universities this year ranked at 62 in the world, University of Auckland. That's the third option you have. So if you get your 80% in your board exam, and if you get your 85% in your admission test, you could go to Auckland University, study for 6 months. So you're not doing your year 11 and 12. Yeah, that's very, very important. I'm sure, you might be thinking, what am I going to do about my year 11 and 12? You don't do your year 11 and 12. You do instead a university preparation program at the university of your choice, at your chosen university. And then you study for just 6 months. So students starting, the process now will appear for the admission test in March, April 2025. And by July 2025, you could be in New Zealand at either University of Auckland, Auckland University of Technology, or Victoria University of Wellington, as your choice might be. You would do the 6-month course by the end of 2025, by the end of next year, you would have finished the 6-month course. And then what happens? No guess. You will immediately start your undergraduate degree. You heard me right. So instead of doing 2 years of year 11 and 12, or A-level, AS levels, or diploma, IB diploma, you don't do any of those things. Based on your ability, acquired ability, your performance in class 10 or O-level exams, you could go straight to the university, do a fast track university preparation program, which is a very tough course, by the way. And that's why we insist that you must have 80% in your board exam and 85% in your admission test to get into that, the 6-month fast track program. Effectively, this will save you 2 long years. In other words, you will be commencing studies with your seniors or super seniors who are in grade 12 this year. You'll be studying, you'll be commencing your engineering degree, your nursing degree, your teaching degree, your IT degree, along with your grade 12 graduates, your super seniors. Yes. So effectively, you'll be starting your degree 2 years ahead of time. So that's a second major advantage. And when you get into the foundation program, you will be given a conditional offer. You get an offer from the university even before you start the 6-month program, and you'll be going to New Zealand with a visa to study both courses, the 6-month course as well as your bachelor's degree. So if you are going for an engineering degree, you will have a 4.5 years visa. That's how you go to New Zealand. So after 10th, go straight to New Zealand University, prepare for your degree, commence your degree in 2026 February. That's the plan. What happens? What other things are there that are pertinent for you? Number one, scholarships. Yes, we have scholarships for top performers. The first scholarship you will be eligible or you could be eligible for is the scholarship to study the foundation program, the university preparation program. So if you get 85% marks in your admission test and more than 80% marks in your grade 10, you will be invited for a scholarship interview, and based on your actual grades, and that is the higher the grades, the better the scholarship. You could get a scholarship to study the university preparation program to start with. And if you did well in the university preparation program, that would result in a scholarship to study your bachelor's program. As a matter of fact, iquery, us based out of Australia and having, our functioning in many countries around the world, in the past, at least 3 of our students have been the best outgoing students for these universities in the university preparation program, which means they have invariably started with the scholarship. They started their graduation or undergraduate studies with a scholarship. We have our students featured as, as specialist students on the websites of the universities. We also have some of our students who have gone through this pathway becoming student ambassadors, and they have really made us all proud. So it could be you, it could be your child, or it could be your student next year who could be achieving these wonderful academic feats in New Zealand. So scholarships are there. If you are good, if you are great, you can certainly expect scholarships. What else do you get? From our team, from the team of Team iQuery, you will get long-term support. When I say long-term support, right from the moment you say, yes, I want to consider this, we will start working with you. We'll sit down with you to understand your long-term goals, your career goals, your dreams and aspirations. And based on our understanding, based on what you want to do, we'll be able to advise, we'll be able to recommend the right courses, the right careers. And the beauty of this program is that if you clear, or once you clear the admission test, you can choose any degree, any undergraduate program offered by any of the 3 universities. And between the 3 universities, they cover almost every career under the sun. So no matter what career you want to get into, if you look at the 3 universities and the degrees they offer, the undergraduate programs they offer, you will find a course that you are after, that you are really keen to be in. Your dream course and your dream career could be found in one of the 3 universities, and we will help you decide which university you should apply to. And once you go to New Zealand, we will continue to work with you until you graduate, and we do meet you every semester. So it's not just about making sure that you get into the university, you get into this university preparation program. We also be visiting you every semester. So there's a student meet and greet that we do, whichever campus you are, whichever city you go to, through any of our programs. So you will get long-term support until you graduate and you start working, because in New Zealand, you will be eligible for, at present, under the current conditions, you'll be eligible for a work visa for 3 years. So after your studies, you will get to work for 3 years, during which you can decide what you want to do with the rest of your life. Whether you want to continue working in New Zealand, whether would you like to come to Australia to look for work, or whether you'd like to go to any of the 160 countries where New Zealand qualifications are recognized. Where do you want to work? What kind of career you want to have? What kind of lifestyle you want to have? You can decide all those things after you have gained some experience in New Zealand after completing your graduation. And we will continue to help you and support you in making those choices. And then finally, this is the take home for the parents. I mean, I don't know how many of you are parents listening to me, but if you are a parent listening to me, especially if you are a mother, and of course, in our experience, if you are a father in particular, if you are listening to me, you can, what do you say, the most important thing about this program for parents is that, yes, you can go with your child. You heard me right. Because if the student is in grade 10 or O level, doing O levels, they may not be, they may be fairly young. So long as the child is between, 16 years of age, the child will be able to apply for a visa, and a parent can go and stay with the child until they turn 18, which means if they are doing a 3-year bachelor's degree like nursing, you can stay with your child until they finish half of the degree. They would have completed the university preparation, and they will also would have finished the 3rd semester by the time you have to come back. And by the time your child will be absolutely settled in New Zealand, whichever city you're going to be in. So yes, if as a parent you can go. Now, what happens if you are not willing to go, or if you are unable to go with your child? Quite simple. Under this program, your child will be, looked after by a New Zealand family arranged by the universities. So they don't live in dormitories, they don't live in hostels, they live with New Zealand families, which itself will be a fabulous experience for them, cultural and social experience, because they will learn different cultures. They will have, ideally, they would have friends of their age living under the same roof. They will make a wide range of friends. They will get to know the lifestyles of New Zealand. And by the time they start university, they would have quite smoothly eased into the New Zealand lifestyle. And when they turn 18, a student can decide where they want to stay. They can stay independently, or they can stay with other students. Until they turn 18, they'll be looked after by a New Zealand family. Now, yes, I think we have a couple of questions here. The funds required are nothing different from what you would normally require for an undergraduate study in New Zealand. So depending on the university and depending on the degree that you want to study, you will still need the same amount of funds, that would be required otherwise. That is, if you would go 2 years from now, whatever funds is required is what you have to pay to the university. For the 6-month or the university preparation program, the amount varies from university to university. Some universities are more expensive than the other, but you are looking in the range of around $20,000 for the equivalent of 11th and 12th. So instead of studying 11th and 12th, for you to do the foundation program, that's what you're looking at. But mind you, you may get a scholarship, and therefore we don't know exactly how much you're going to spend. What we can do is, once we hear from you, once you have shown your serious interest in considering this opportunity for your child or for your student, we're more than happy to sit down with you. We can give you multiple study options. Now, the other point to remember is, we can provide you within New Zealand, we can provide you a whole range of other, financial or fee options once the child completes the foundation program or the university preparation program. So yes, we can provide you, your family appropriate, your background appropriate guidance, suggestions for studies, and we can provide you every detail about the documents needed, about the finances needed, about other prerequisites to apply for visa and everything else. So we give you complete understanding before you can make up your mind. And once you make up your mind, as I mentioned earlier, we will continue to work with you for the period of your study. So that is, if you're studying for 3 years or 4 years, we'll continue to work with you. We'll make sure that you apply and get your post-study work visa once you graduate. So to that extent, we extend our supports. And I think that's pretty much it. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask now, or if you don't have any questions right now, please feel free to get back to us. I'll be sharing the contact email, and other details, the contact details below this video. Yeah, I can see another question there. Is IELTS required? IELTS or an English test is required or will be required for certain professions. It is not required for certain universities. And again, if required, it will be at around 6.5 IELTS. And yes, we do provide an IELTS preparation program if you pick a course, if you choose a course or a pathway that requires IELTS. A large number of courses do not require IELTS because you would be completing your university preparation in New Zealand. Especially, for example, courses like engineering, courses like IT, business. At some universities, you do not need IELTS. All you need to do is, in your university preparation program, one of the subjects you study will be English, and you have to pass that English paper. So long as you pass the paper, you will qualify to study at the university, and by virtue of that, you may not be required to do an IELTS test at all. But again, let us sit down with you and understand what you want to do, and based on your needs, we'll be able to confirm whether you will need an IELTS or not. So I think I hope I have answered that question. But once again, what you have to remember is, should you need IELTS, we have an exclusive IELTS preparation program which we offer to you. Yes. So we cover all aspects, everything that you need to know, everything that you need to have, and everything that you should do to be successful if you set your mind on this opportunity. I hope you found this opportunity, very exciting, and please share this with your friends and family. Please get back to us with more questions. If you need any further clarification, we're more than happy to answer you. A group of iQuery trained consultants and professionals or career professionals are there around the world. So whoever might be sharing this information with you, maybe you should talk to them first, because our team members are trained to answer your initial questions. And if they are unable to answer a particular question, they will certainly come back to the central team. And at the central team, we can provide you every response, all possible responses for any question you might have about the whole program, whether it is applying to the university, whether it is applying for visa, or even we could, to a great extent, to our registered migration advisors, we may even be able to provide you information about future prospects of migration and perhaps settling down in New Zealand, if that's going to be one of your expected goals. Talk to us soon, because the admissions for this is open as of now, and it will be closed by the end of November. Last week of November also, the admissions close, because then we have to prepare, we have to arrange the test preparation. And the best part about the test preparation is that we will not disturb you or your studies until you finish your exams. We'll be working with you, we'll start working with you only after you finish your exams. So mothers, teachers, and counselors, don't worry about this bothering your child. We will not bother them at all. We will provide the preparation program only after they finish the board exams, right? Because we know scoring 80% or more at the board exam is equally important. So we would like them to stay focused. But in the meantime, we would work with you to confirm the plan for your child once they have written the board exams, once they have appeared at the board. That's all. So I think I've covered all the points. Should you have any other questions, please feel free to get back to us. And we'll continue with this series of live sessions about more exciting information about careers and international opportunities for you. Thank you for joining us, and appreciate your gesture of sharing this with other people. And please subscribe and share our our channel, because we are going to give you way more information in the coming days and coming weeks. I think, Michelle, this was answered. Your question was answered. Yes, parents can go. So if you can go back to the video, we'll be posting this on our channel. Please listen to it carefully. We've covered pretty much every point that you need to know. Please listen to it at leisure once again. And if you have any question, don't hesitate. We are here to support you. We are here to start working with you. All the best, and good luck to all those students. Stay focused, get your 80% first, because that's the first prerequisite. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.